The first item is lot BB. Be like boy, be like bear. This is a lot of 4 of brass bear ornaments. Now what I can share with you is this one here and this one here are both from Department 56. Get that focused in here. Exclusively made for Department 56. And these 2 are a little bit heavier. They are brass. And this one here and this guy here, also brass, but these, I don't know who made them, and they're a little bit lighter. So if you're interested in this lot of 4 brass bear ornaments, type into the comments letter BB, lot of 4 for $8. The next item is this lot of 6. Now these are ornaments made in Japan. They are vintage and they are, or look like, the old-fashioned ribbon candy. And what's really nice is this red detail on all of them. This is flocked. So all the red detailing is flocked. So we've got this blue with the white interior. We've got white, and that yellow is so vibrant. I love how that just pops. Here we've got one here, it's green, the white on the other side. Again, here's another yellow, and then we've got red. Again, the red striping in all of them. This is flocked, and they've all still have their original made in Japan tags, and then another green. So if you are interested in these ribbon candy, so they are all ribbons, this part is flocked, and if you'd like these vintage ribbon candy ornaments, there's a lot of 10, and you would type in to claim letter C in the comments, and they are $10 for the lot of 6. The next item here is this lot of 2 vintage from the 1960s gold speckled reindeers with bells and red velvet collar. Now the red velvet collar, as you can see from time, has faded quite a bit, and with time as well, a lot of the speckle has come off. I found them like these. My guess is they possibly came from, I'm going to move you up a little bit, they possibly came from something like this, some sort of assemblage, but I don't know for sure, or maybe they came from a wreath. But here they are with their bow and their bells intact. Ooh. And they stand, I don't know if I mentioned, they stand 6 inches tall, but they're glorious, from the 60s, vintage, stand beautifully, gloriously glittered. And if you're interested in these, please type in the comments, claim letter D, and they are $12 for the lot of 2 vintage reindeer. Well, I might have an opportunity to sing here. I don't know if I will, because I do not need a copyright strike. What we have here are a lot of 8 Christmas ornaments, and it's depicting the 12 days of Christmas. So I only have 8 days, and 2 are a double. And I couldn't tell what it was when I first picked them up. And then when I got them home and I'm just doing research and looking at them closely, I realized they had numbers on them. So we're the place where I found them, I wish now I dug a little bit deeper to see if there was more bags of these. So what we have is, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Is it gave or sent? Regardless. So we've got day 1 and 3, 2 4s, and then we have On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. I believe it looks like a 5. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Now look at the 9 ladies dancing. And then we have 10 lords of leaping. And then we jump to 11 pipers piping. I think they're absolutely beautiful. The beautiful hand stitching. It's very solid inside. Almost like, it's not foam. I honestly couldn't tell you what that is inside. Maybe it's like a very hard plastic. But again, I have a lot of 8 of them. And they are $14 if you want to claim them in the comments. And there are 2 number 4s. So 4 must have been a very good day. Or they must have had a couple of sets of these. But the colors is what attracted me to them when I first saw them and came upon these. Were just magical, the colors, and how beautiful this would look on a tree. You know, just a plain tree, just with branches, maybe even just something rustic, and then just to add these to add the pop of color to that, to just a plain rustic tree. Again, if you're interested, claim letter Q, and they are $14. The next item in this sale is this vintage green metal flower frog, as you can see right here. And what's included are 9 holiday picks. So I've assembled them here inside the flower frog, and I'll take them out so you can see. So here's this one here. And then we've got a couple of Santa heads and a holiday wreath. There are 2 turkeys for those who enjoy turkey at their holiday meal. Got a Santa, another Santa. Like I said, there's another turkey. There's this Christmas tree. And then we've got Frosty. So again, in this lot, we have these old picks here. Let's see the marking on, nope, no marking, but all vintage and flower frog. Let me show you the back of that. Take these off right here. It is very spiky, so to be very careful. And here's the back. So if you're interested in the flower frog and all the holiday picks, type in the chat, or rather the comments, FF for flower frog, and it is $10. So that's a flower frog and all of these vintage picks. Makes a fun holiday display. The next thing I have is a lot of holiday jewelry pieces. Let me get you a close-up here. The first piece here is a vintage holiday brooch, the 2 candy canes. My personal favorite part of this piece is that it includes blue. I like the additional colors that round out the red and green, which are synonymous with Christmas. All of the stones are intact on this piece. It is a heavier piece, and it's this bright gold overtone. There's no marking on the back. So there's that. This guy is 2 inches in length. The next piece is this little tiny guy. It is a candle with these beautiful rhinestones that capture the light so beautifully. Now again, this is tiny. This one is only 1 inch in length. certainly do a brooch cluster with both of these. And then lastly, I've got a pair of Crown Trifari clip-ons. Now, there is one stone missing, and it's right here. But I think it's still worth putting these up because, one, it's quite hidden in that the cavern is pretty dark, so unless you're very close up to the person wearing these, it is hard to tell that that stone is missing. And they're just spectacular for the holidays. Or if you're a person who likes to make jewelry and wants to use these or has a craft project. Now here's the mark on the back. It says Crown Trifari. Let me see if I can get it up close for you. And there it is. There is the crown over the letter T in Trifari. So Crown Trifari that logo is the older logo. So these are from the 50s. So these are very vintage. And again, I think they're absolutely worth keeping because of the brand, the age, and they're just beautiful, even with the one stone that is missing. So if you're interested in this lot, comment to claim in the comment section, letter G, and they are $12. Next up is a lot of 3 sun catchers. One on the left saying Noel, then we've got the holiday candles with the Christmas ornaments and Merry Christmas. So here's the Noel, and it's got the hole there at the top, so you can either add a suction cup or some fishing line to put that up. Here, they just kind of look like fishing bobbers to me, but that's okay. We get the intent that they're supposed to be Christmas ornaments. And then lastly, Merry Christmas. And I love the font on this. And here's the back side. This one does have the fishing wire on it from whomever had it last. So if you're interested in this lot of 3 sun catcher glass sun catcher set, type in the comments and claim letter H, and they are $12. Letter H, $12. All right, we've got the next pixie of the group, and this is a mini pixie. Look at this little teeny one. He is only 2 inches by 2 inches, but that's okay. Size does not matter in this case when you are simply adorable and so full of life. So this guy was made in Japan, and here's the marking on the back. No repairs. And look at the lashes and the little upper lip. Get the back for you. So if you are interested in this mini little pixie, claim in the comments E3, and he's $12. E3 for $12. The next lot is a lot of 2 handmade flat metal Christmas tree and reindeer. Very, very rustic. Again, they are metal, they are handmade. This one, as you can see, has the star. From my research, there was a ring and there was a little star that dangled here, but they are not there now. But I love the hammered rustic metalness to this piece here. And then with the deer, same color scheme with the one-piece antler here. And they're a nice size. The deer is 7 inches wide. The tree is 6 inches tall. But if you have a rustic tree, rather design of a rustic, I know what I'm trying to say, I just can't get it out. But if you have several trees and one of them is of a rustic nature, I think these would look great. They are a lot of 2, letter M, for $6. And our final pixie of the sale, here we go. Oh, we call him a woodland figurine, a vintage elf pixie. He's just hanging out. He's listening to what's going on. He knows there's a plan afoot, and he's calculating what his next move is. I think that's what he's doing. He is made in Japan. So compared to the other two, he would be a medium size pixie. And let me turn him around. Here's the back. No breaks, no repairs or chips. And if you're interested in this pixie, you can type in the letter E and number 5 in the comments to claim him, and he is $15. Letter E, 5 for $15. The next item that is in the sale here is this new old stock vintage Titan Needlecraft Santa Claus plastic canvas kit. It has never been opened, and it has everything that is included. So it is a wall hanging, so it is a large one, 10 by 13. And let me get to the back for you. So again, everything is still included. It has never been opened, so it is new old stock. It is vintage. It is from 1990, and here is what the kit contains. And so if you are a crafter, or sorry for the craziness of the camera, or if you would know of a crafter who would enjoy this piece here, you can claim this one in the comments with the letter N, and it's $12. Letter N, $12 for this new old stock vintage Titan Needlecraft kit. Now personally, I could not have a sale without some vintage ephemera. This is an ephemera kit, if you will. The kit includes this vintage tartan photo album, and let me show you the pieces that are inside. This is going to be letter P in the comments if you want to claim it. Is for $12. I found this photo album here, and it was gifted to somebody back in 1988 for someone who just had a little grandchild, and it's in wonderful shape. But what I've done is I've added some vintage ephemera holiday tags that I found, but I'm also going to include this piece. This is a piece of vintage ephemera from Fanny Farmer Candies, and look at her. So she's off to either deliver to her family and friends, or she was just gifted 5 boxes of candy. Oh yeah. All right, so that is included. But what is also included in here are, these are vintage holiday gift tags, and I've put them in here. So these are all the same, and look, this guy's got some sparkle to him. Look at his earmuffs. And then there's 2 of this kind here. Skip a page, I did. Here's this one here. 2 of them still have the pink tag. 1 of them does not. There's this one here. Still needs to be cut out. This one has the 2. There's this one here. They still need to be cut out. There's 3 of those. Now this is a mini card. So you open that up. You can write to and from inside. And there's 3 of these, and then Look at that. Cheerio. There's another snowman. And then again, there's this piece here. So if you are interested in this piece of tartan photo album with all the ephemera, type in, claim in the comments, letter P, and it is $12. Letter P, $12 for the vintage ephemera Christmas tags and this piece of vintage ephemera from Fanny Farmer. Well, I might have an opportunity to sing here. I don't know if I will because I do not need a copyright strike. What we have here are a lot of 8 Christmas ornaments, and it's depicting the 12 days of Christmas. So I only have 8 days and 2 are a double. And I couldn't tell what it was when I first picked them up. And then when I got them home and I was doing research and looking at them closely, I realized they had numbers on them. So we're the place where I found them, I wish now I dug a little bit deeper to see if there was more bags of these. So what we have is, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Is it gave or sent? Regardless. So we've got day 1 and 3, 2 4s. And then we have, on the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. I believe that looks like a 5. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Now look at the 9 ladies dancing. And then we have 10 lords of leaping. And then we jump to 11 pipers piping. I think they're absolutely beautiful. The beautiful hand stitching. It's very solid inside. Almost like, it's not foam. I honestly couldn't tell you what that is inside. Maybe it's like a very hard plastic. But again, I have a lot of 8 of them. And they are $14 if you want to claim them in the comments. And there are 2 number 4s. So 4 must have been a very good day, or they must have had a couple of sets of these. But the colors is what attracted me to them when I first saw them and came upon these. Were just the magical, the colors, and how beautiful this would look on a tree. You know, just a plain tree, just with branches, maybe even just something rustic, and then just to add these to add the pop of color to that, to just a plain rustic tree. Again, if you're interested, claim letter Q, and they are $14. This next item is a miniature glass Christmas tree, and it is very, very glowy. So it does have cadmium in it. As you can see, this Christmas tree does glow. It glows with a black light on it. So I wanted to show you there. It is saturated. And I'll get you how it looks in the light, but first I wanted to just provide this detail with the black light. Be right back. All right, so this is a Biedermann, B-I-E-D-E-R-M-A-N-N glass Christmas tree. And it is miniature in size. It's 3 inches by 2 inches. And it is hollow inside. Here is the tag. There it says, as you can see, Biedermann, made in Taiwan. Now, it has this small opening right here. I'm a little perplexed as to what that's for. I put in a miniature candle, you know, ones that you could put in a menorah, and it did not fit. Perhaps they had even smaller candles. Well, maybe a birthday size candle. I don't have those, but it has this appendage to the side of it. So whether you want to add something to that or just display it that way. It is a beautiful miniature glass piece with the cadmium in it, and it does glow. If you're interested, claim that in the chat. It is R6 and it is $12. R6, $12. This next item is a true vintage kitsch piece of Christmas memorabilia. It is not in the best shape, but it has survived quite a bit. The sleigh here is flocked. As you can see here, some of the flocking has come off. And Santa here is throwing out those packages. And it does include these picks. But as you can see, Santa's paint is starting to fade away. Inside Santa's hand, there would have been, let me get it here, there would have been a whip, which, you know, back in the day, that was more PC. And a couple other condition issues to show you here. The reins here have broken apart. So those are apart. And I think, just double check here. Yes, the rein here on this front reindeer has come off. So again, he has seen better days, but it is definitely vintage Christmas kitsch. So if you are interested in this beauty, kitschy Christmas Santa and his reindeer sleigh, you can claim it in the chat, in the comments rather, letter L, and it is $10. Letter L, $10 for this Santa and his sleigh. All right, here he is in person, right in front of us, coming to save the day. Yes, it is him, the one, Santa Claus, Mr. Flocked Vintage, rocking the suit and the belt with the beautiful spun beard. Is this beautiful twinkle in his eye Santa ornament. He's in really good shape for his age. Someone took very good care of him. So he's still a good red color. All of his flocking is still, attached to him. No missing flockage. So if you are interested in this guy with his beautiful spun beard, his beautiful bright blue eyes, I am going to get the tag for you so that you know what to put into the chat for Mr. Santa Claus. Can you tell I have it over here and I have to do a big old reach around? So if you're interested in this guy, this flocked Santa ornament, type in to claim him SC for Santa Claus. He's $10 for the Santa Claus ornament. SC, $10 for Mr. Santa Claus.